Man, I'm having so many issues today with VTuber syncing, so this should be fun. Who knows? Maybe I'll just. It's a C, like it's doing it again.
Burn yourself! Fire!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the tavern. On today's React video, we're going to be listening to a little bit more of Sleep Token. I've really enjoyed kind of really over analyzing the lyrics and just how the music kind of supports those lyrics from there, and honestly hearing from you guys about why a lot of these songs were written or the lore behind it has been really cool and fascinating, because I love lore type things, especially going forward with music and everything from there. So today we're going to kind of continue on that lovely little Sleep Token craze, and we're going to listen to the song called Higher. I'm kind of trying to gather the things. I know I'm going very out of order from when these are being uploaded and everything else, but we're always trying to grab what we can and out of your recommendations and just kind of push them forward from here so we can kind of react to more. As always, please like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you thought about about this video and others. If there's other things you want me to react to, by all means, go ahead and leave those in the comments as well. We're always leaving a list, and if you want to join the community, Discord links are everywhere, as well as just links to other ways to find me around. So let's just continue having conversations about music, and yeah, let's get going. For right now, we are going to listen to Higher. I've been really enjoying kind of just listening to Sleep Token, especially since even on my rides on the radio now, I'm starting to hear stuff from them because it's being mixed in with the rest of my Spotify playlist things. So it's been exciting to be opened up to a whole new world of music, and I don't know, I'm just enjoying it. But either way, let's go ahead and listen to Higher. Let's see what we got. I'm excited because I'm always excited when we get to listen to new music.
Dry as bone, you are taking your time, you are killing me slow, and I know we instigate, go back and forth, lacerate, cause you can remember only when you're alone. I am granting you more than the debt that I owe.
Interesting start to this. This is very different from what I'm used to for most of Sleep Token's music. What is the main singer's name? Was it, I think, Vessel? Most of the time I'm used to hearing Vessel come in after introducing, like, you know, the progression or whatever else through there, since from just some basic instrumentation. But we're just like, boom, we're gonna come in immediately there and just start like telling our message. It's interesting. Like there's a lot to unpack here, but at the same time, there's very minimalist things going on here. Like the main focus is the lyrics, as you only have what sounds like a guitar that is just kind of giving the chord progression, which also feels a little disjunct to me, especially like going into like our third phrase. Cause I'm a fire and you're dry as a bone, or cause you remember only when you're alone. When we get to those, it feels like we get a little bit disjunct with how we move the progression. Cause for the most part, it's changing after like every phrase. You say you won't begin again, capulate and let me in, change the phrase, change it. But instead it like waits an extra beat before it changes it. And then the progression kind of finishes from there, which makes us feel agitated almost. I get an agitated vibe from this. But even from the verse, it's only like, is this another I'm giving up a lot to you type vibe from here? Like I'm giving my heart and soul to you and I'm not getting it back in return. I'm not sure. It almost feels, it's interesting. Like on one end, a lot of this more feels that we're giving, and like I should say, Vessel in this case is giving, and not receiving enough, or some kind of aspect like that, because that's what it almost feels like. It's I'm giving you all this stuff, I'm giving you all this music, I'm giving you all these messages, and you're just sucking me dry. I don't know. That's almost what it feels like. So I don't know. We'll see as we kind of move forward, because I could be wrong from there, but that's at least with just the disjunct the chord progression that also makes me feel that way too. It's even hard to get like almost like what even the time signature for this here, because it feels like it's constantly changing. Like it's hard to pinpoint it like at this point. It's interesting. I mean, even the drums are kind of not coming in too commonly either. So the syncopation is very, very off for this one. It almost feels like we're delaying when the instruments should come in here, and the drones that we hear during the entire chorus, which it's such minimalist, but it's almost like he's being sucked dry. Like I'm giving you as much as I can, I'm giving you as much as I can, but it's never enough, and you're just keep wanting more and more, and I can't give more, or something like that. Like it's like we're just gonna keep fighting or one aspect or another, and I'm gonna keep trying to push, but it's almost like you're a parasite. The singer feels like people are I don't know. I can't. This makes me feel uncomfortable. Like something's wrong with the disjunct from there, the drones, just the way that the melody is moving. It's such a uncomfortable vibe. Uncomfortable is maybe what we're intentionally going for here, but it feels so disjunct from everything else I've heard about that it's making this kind of hard for me to like really focus on one element, because my brain, especially when it comes to music, likes structure. And yes, there's structure here, but the structure feels like it's disjointed a little bit, that it gives this kind of weird vibe of me trying to pull something out of it, but I'm not able to. Maybe I'm the one being sucked dry. I don't know. Maybe the verses will clear it up a little bit more, but this is an eerie feeling. Oh, look. All right, we got a little bit of a pulse in it. Oh, do we though? Because it almost, again, feels like that we're like skipping. I don't want to say skipping beats, but it's like almost like it's not sitting correctly. And I'm sure that's on purpose, but it makes me feel so uneasy. I mean, it's a little bit more conjoined now when we add a little bit more to like the lines from there. Because it's a build-up, and build-up help to at least make it feel a little bit better, but it still feels a little disjunct to me. That's a cool way to finish progression. I love the build up though. So again, it still feels, I feel a little bit of this like disjunct still. It got a little bit better once we got into verse 2, as I started to feel more of what the progressions I was expecting, I guess, for the progressions there. The build up with the instrumentations of just starting with kind of, the drum beat, adding in your guitar, bass, rhythm guitar aspects, and then adding in like a melody guitar, and then the verse with taking that all away, except having the rhythm guitar or bass just playing alongside. It's very empty. It's like we build up, let's take it all away. We build up, let's take it all away. And maybe that's kind of the thing of this. Like the whole vibe from this, like, with all you believe, you still refuse to shelter me because I am a danger and you're a long way from home, and you are one among many, but now you're on your own. It's interesting because like this is tough to go through here, as I'm getting the sense of just this. I'm stuck kind of at that verse 1 from there, where it just feels like we're constantly taking more and taking more, and it feels like it's never enough. And it makes me feel like nervous, like anxious, and maybe the anxiousness of trying to constantly create again or not ever being good enough is kind of, then how do we feel good enough? We try to aim higher, but the more higher we aim, the more we start becoming self-destructive, because then we start just focusing and clinging on it, and it's like this cycle that like never ends. And maybe that's kind of the danger and stuff that we're kind of going through here. But it's just, I'm uneasy listening to this, which is not a bad thing. It's a great that one artist can put such a mixed amount of emotions from just one track to another, and not just be stuck with like one emotion like a lot of artists are. It's a whole slew of stuff, and it's interesting. And then we get the harder instruments, kind of repeating what that rhythm aspect was there. Very disjuncted. Longer bridge than I expected. Probably to really drive that downward, because a lot of these lines are starting at the top and like lowering and lowering, and then intense again, and then lowering and lowering. We have this downward spiral constantly happening, and it almost feels like we're at the top of the energy level, then we're slowly just taking in the content or slowly absorbing it, and then we go back up, and then oh, here's a new idea, let me suck it all dry. Here's a new idea, let me suck it all dry. New suck. My brain just got weird. Okay, reset, higher. We're absorbing. We're not sucking anymore. We're absorbing. There we go. I like the downward motion now. It's a very slower moving song than the others too. That piano line in there is very interesting, or whatever the instrument is, like in the higher pitched. It almost sounds ethereal at that point, from whatever piano or whatever kind of instrument kind of was like above all the sound, kind of replicating a little bit of that downward motion that we just kind of heard through the bridge there. Like, I always like that the second choruses of all of these pieces tend to be a lot more heavy metal-esque, which again, I know Sleep Token is a heavy metal band, so that makes sense from there, but it just kind of builds up the tension, and even though it's still very uneasy with a lot of how this stuff is feeling, it still kind of gives that whole kind of, it makes it cool because it really pushes the genre for something that is more, you know, I don't want to say lighthearted, but more droney up until we have like moving music. Not that it wasn't moving before, but it's more emphasized from here, and probably just like always is going to be at one point when they just take it all away, and that's just kind of the release of all the tension that gets built from this last part, which who knows, maybe this is what's going to happen with this like next aspect from here. It's eerie, it's cool, it gives you a lot to kind of think about. Oh yeah, that's a build, all right. It's then we're getting to the screamo aspect. And we have that same rhythm just done together. I like it so much. That's cool. Ooh! And we have an even screaming "oh" at the end, just like fed up from it. Oh, and it just like it's an instant end too. That's cool. But that's kind of what I'm talking about for like this build up part. It's obviously Vessel's voice is getting more and closer and closer to the screamo, but you're just giving so much that boom, we've just had it, which is that screaming release that we have there with all of the metal instruments just, you know, playing that same intensity, which is cool. I like it. It's fun. It's fun. It really makes you think and wonder, and like how much do we give up for a relationship or just like something in general to kind of keep pushing forward. It's cool. It's cool. But like I have never felt anxious really listening to music until this one. This made me feel anxious, and maybe that's what Vessel was aiming for when they wrote this. It's really cool, but it gives you a ton to think about, and that's what I love about Sleep Token. Let me know what you guys thought about this. These are always a lot of fun to see some of the lore or some of the background about it as we, you know, continue to learn more about the history of Sleep Token and the music that they've released from there. Like, subscribe, comment. If there's anything else you want me to listen to, leave it in the comments below. The original video is of course in the description like it always is, so if you want to hear the whole thing without me rambling, just go ahead and support the original artist and join the community. Drop a membership. Any little thing helps to bring the tavern in front of other people, and we'll just have some more fun spreading music like always. All right guys, thanks so much for listening to me again, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.